Hey, NWGers. Welcome to this week's episode of NWG Madness. Sally, thank you so much for nominating me. I really do appreciate it. And to the rest of you who've enjoyed watching your videos over the course of the last several weeks, they've all been fantastic. And my only regret really is that you stole all of my ideas, forcing me to create this week's lame video. But before we get into the drink, I'd like to address some pernicious rumors about my clothing. Namely, that I always wear a sport coat, even to bed. That's a lie. In fact, after a long day selling condominiums, I like nothing more than to come home and slip into something just a little more comfortable. Here we go. This is a Japanese sunway, and it is the original athleisure wear, appropriate for all occasions. Whether you're doing Zen meditation, smashing concrete blocks with your head, or, as I am about to do, make a Japanese cocktail. First, start with your standard Mount Fuji highball glass. Then, if you don't have a Japanese mother-in-law, which personally I think is a major oversight on your part, but probably too late to do anything about at this point in the cocktail recipe, the good news is that all the rest of the ingredients are readily available at your local Japanese supermarket. The first ingredient is umeshu, which is Japanese for plum wine. And we're going to add approximately 78.8267 milliliters of that. And then, because it is a little bit sweet, the second ingredient is very important. It's called yuzu, which is Japanese for yuzu, a citrus which will add a nice little bit of tartness to the sweet plum wine. And we'll add just about 9.8574 milliliters of that. Finally, we'll add soda water, which is Japanese for soda water. And we're going to put in about 118.294 milliliters of that. Now, you can add a couple of ice cubes if you like, but I'm just going to give it a stir here and bye. Okay, for next week, Stosh, you're up. No, just kidding. Actually, Lauren's headed out of town, so Lauren, you're up. Hey, NWGers. Welcome to NWG Madness. And on this week's episode, we're going to be talking about beer.
Actually, someone already did one about beer.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, just like a couple of videos about beer. It's not going to matter.
Look, I hate to break it to you, but there's already 4 videos about beer.
I mean, how do you even know that?
I watched them all. I thought you said you did too.
Well, mostly I kind of just like fast forwarded to the end just to see if I was going to be the one that had to do the video the next week. Okay, all right. Think. Okay, I've got an idea. Hey, NWGers. Welcome to NWG Madness. And on this week's episode, we're going south of the border for margaritas.
That one's also already been done.
Tequila!
That was one of my favorites, also done.
Okay. But how about I drink it out of a shoe?
Disturbingly enough, that one's been done too.
You've taken all my ideas. What to do?
Well, how about a Japanese cocktail?
Probably be a pretty lame video, but I don't see that I really have any other choice. Get me my Japanese athleisure wear.